Okay, and advance. I'll show you a quick one, a quick going. One more. Okay, some of you that follow Arsenal or ever followed England football, you will have seen Fabrice Muamba. The mothers here will have known about Fabrice when he collapsed while he was playing football. If you know the mentorship that Nigeria provided for that, then therefore define the area of English football. It makes me want to weep and say, why must I discourage any other Nigerian child? Which of them do I know will one day be advising Pharaoh in a strange land? Who do I know that Ban Ki-moon had to compromise to get some Nigerians back to his committee? That the entire NASA code, the code that NASA uses to send men to Mars and bring them back, do you know who worked it out? That it takes 500 days to move from here to Mars? If I gave him his name, you know he's your cousin. You know he's your cousin. Because Japanese, they don't bear Kelechi. They don't bear Kelechi. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And there are more Kelechis in that village that Kelechi came from. And that is what I'm interested in. The other Kelechis and the Kelechi cousins and nieces and nephews. And those are the ones I need to empower so that the next generation, nobody will ever look at Nigeria and disown them or try to make any remark about it. Can we just advance? I'll show you. Now, this is the University of Oxford website where they feature their best and their brainiest. The number one person there is Adam Smith. We have Indira Gandhi. The third person is Omotola Akerele. I want you to write it down, sirs. And find out when anybody tells you you are in Nigeria, say, yes, the giant of the world. Yes, the giant has not been released. Yes, it's not what the tabloid tells me. It's the fact that a girl whose mother did not have secondary education is being used as a poster girl by the best, one of the best, arguably best university in the world. What happened to all the other countries that has so much resources? That in spite of the fact that we have been through hell and high waters, we are still on the road and we are going. Can you just advance quickly? Michelle Obama knows her. They've consulted her. So she's a teenage girl, Nigerian, advising the best economists in the world. You can get down the CNN website. You can get down the BBC website. So what I'm telling you today, I know my private stories. They are stories of your children and my grandchildren. There are things that I go to bed dreaming of, things that I wake up knowing will happen, but I don't know the date for it. That's the only question I'm not sure about. Okay, can you advance it again? Advance it again. That's the Nollywood grant distribution of our entertainment. So in sports, in economy, can you see how Nigeria overtook South Africa? We have 3 PhDs that are running side by side now, trying to find out what really happened and how did it happen. We haven't been able to provide all the necessary factors that can be identified and pushed on. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know that the Norwegians successfully transferred or migrated from oil producing to a lot of minor industries. I know that the certain guaranteed path for our children today is for them to be able to build the app that they love and they like working on, and be able to sell it like the last one I'm going to show did. It can advance a little bit. Okay, that's pause that. Now, that is Chimemela. Does anybody know a German called Chimemela? Do Germans bear the name Chimemela? You are sure? Now, the world record holder for German speaking today is Chimemela Agbara. She's consulted for IBM. UBS bought her and took her to Wall Street. Do you understand why I'm so excited? Do you understand that nothing will dampen my conviction that your son and your daughter must achieve more than me? Do you understand that? Do you understand whatever I have been able to achieve, if I cannot replicate it in my children, I have failed? When there is a David, there has to be a Solomon. And the Solomon has to be bigger than David in every facet of life. And like I keep telling you, that's what I will not retire from. Youth capital development is irreplaceable. Youth capital development is indestructible. Youth capital development is what's going to define Nigeria. That young man there on the slide, the 17-year-old, we worked with him. He wrote an app, one app, ladies and gentlemen, a 17-year-old. When I was 17, I used to ask my parents money for pocket money. At 17, the app sold for $30 million. One app. One app. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll have seen our Twitter about it. I will tweet about it today. So just having our children that have mobile phones, showing them how to play with 1 or 2 programs on that mobile phone. You call it vocational training. I call it technological training. Whatever name you create, you call it. It empowers the creativity in you. The mobile money transfer in Nigeria is 14 times that of the United Kingdom. I want to say that slowly. The way Nigeria has used their mobile phones to spend money from themselves to their bank and to other agencies is 14 times that of the UK. So there is something that we are good at, but we've not shouted about it. It's setting up a center of excellence within the NDDC area where all our strength are therefore aggregated in such a way that is deployed, that will become global leaders. Not just leaders in saying, they say it's a kidnapping, king-lapping palace of the world. That's what the BA man was telling me. Say, you're going to Port Harcourt? It's a kidnapping palace of the world. I looked at him and said, where do you think my parents are from? Where do you think my grandparents are from? Do you know, do you understand what they're saying? That's the branding you gave it. It is the intellectual capital of the world. So a 17-year-old that sold his app for $30 million. What oil well are you going to sell to him? Because he's writing the second app, and he come up with another version. How are you going to convince him that there's wealth in oil when he has seen that using simple mathematical logic, he can write a new software that will make your phone talk to your mobile phone, and your mobile phone talk to your traditional phone, and your traditional phone talk to your camera, and your camera talk to your fridge, and your fridge talk to your microwave. That's what we're working on, and that's what he wants to push next. And I know that there are children in Niger Delta, if they are shown the fundamentals of it, we'll exploit it and explode it, and we define the world as we know it. I salute you for your attention, and thank you for your time.
Yes.